delicious. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am using a palette I was super upset with when I first bought it because I feel like I had a lot of issues with it, but we're going to use it today to create this beautiful green smoky eye look. So if you want to see how I did this, go ahead and stay tuned. I feel like I need something to drink. Once again. Okay, so I'm gonna try this palette. I was actually really upset about the first time that I used it, but we're gonna give it a go again because I'm all about second chances. So I'm gonna start off priming my face with the MAC Strobe Cream. This one right here. Which one of my really good friends and coworkers got me this set for my birthday, so I've been dying to use it, but I promised I would not use it until I got on camera. So here we are using it today. And also, yes, I did get spray tan, so my face is a different color than my neck. And I'm not sorry about it. Oh, this is nice. Ooh. It smells really fresh. And then it also feels super hydrating, which I did read on the website that this is a hydrating primer. And then it also kind of gives you that kind of glowing look. First impression, I'm a fan. And I'm gonna block out this little section with my foundation because my foundation is the color of my neck and obviously the inner corners of my eyes are not. So the foundation I'm gonna be using is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, and this is in the color Natural Buff. Alright, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to dot all over this area, kind of across my nose, and then I'm going to take my mini beauty blender here, which is dampened. I'm going to go ahead and blend that in. This is just the way that I do it. Personally, y'all don't have to do it this way, but it's just because my neck is a different color than my face. We're gonna go in with my favorite primer as of right now, which is this one here, and do a little couple dots. So then go ahead, kind of press that in with my finger. I don't do any type of swiping motions because swiping motions will take off your foundation as well. So, the palette that I had the worst time using oh god, I wanted this palette for so long and I finally got my hands on it and I was pretty disappointed. I think there was an issue before with this palette where they packed the shadows too hard, and so they were having to pull a lot of product because they packed the shadows too hard. I think this is one of the palettes where they packed it too hard because the first time I used it, I had a lot of issues getting color out, like just getting pigment out on the brush. It was so frustrating, but we are going to be using this one today. I originally got this palette for the blues. I'm super obsessed with the blues, but there's also this really pretty green color in here, and I've never really tried using green on my eyes. So that's kind of what I want to do, and I'm hoping that it goes smoothly because if it doesn't, I'm going to be so sad. So I'm going to start off using this color here. I'm going to use Faint. That is going to be the color we're going to start off with. And I do want to make this a really smoky eye look, so I'm going to be bringing this under. I was kind of debating on whether to do one of the very like straight cut looks that I do, but I think I'm going to save that for another video actually. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of get this. I do it a little bit in the crease and then I'm going above the crease. This is the Alamar blending brush. This one doesn't have a number on it. I don't think any of their stuff has a number on it, but it's very soft and I like using this for blending. So I'm gonna darken this up just a tad, I'm gonna be using this one right here in the palette. It's kind of got a little bit more of an orange to it, which I do want to kind of set that into the crease, give it a little bit of a warmer look since we're going to be going in with some very dark greens. This is typically, if you see the way that I do my eyeshadow, I never really have ever used greens unless it was a very bright, like pigmented green, and I was going to like a festival of some sort, or if I'm doing my special effects makeup, I have used greens with special effects eyeshadow before for different looks. So it's not like I'm uncomfortable with green, but at the same time, I don't really wear it that often. We're just gonna dive right into this green color at the bottom here, which this one is Enchanted? Yes. I feel like the colors on here don't match up, to be fair. They don't! Oh my god! What the heck? I don't know if it's supposed to be like this, but I literally just noticed this. So I'm gonna show you real quick because this is insane. So this color right here, this like super pigmented blue color, you would think that this name would be right behind it, right? So when I turn it around, so keep this here, when I turn it around, that is black. Like, let me just let that focus, that's black. The blue color is all the way on the other side of the palette. What? All right, well, I've been saying the wrong names this entire time, so just follow which ones I point at, because apparently they put it on here backwards. Oh, I knew this palette was messed up. So I'm using this green here in the palette. I'm gonna get close so it focuses. I'm gonna do that one. That's next to this green, which we're gonna eventually use. So we're using this darker matte green. Oh God, I'm so frustrated. I didn't even realize that. This is the second video that I've done where the colors are not where they're supposed to be. I feel like this would happen on my channel that I'm just starting up. Oh, we're gonna go ahead. This isn't actually, okay. All right, so this is pigmented. And then this brush that I'm using is my Coastal Scents 250 brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap that off. It's very intense. And so we're gonna go right to the crease and just blend that out. My apologies if this just looks insane because I had such a hard time with this palette in the beginning and I never really do greens, so this is a new adventure for me. Actually, this color is really pigmented. I'm not mad about this color at all. I feel like it looks more like a black, like when I'm looking at my monitor, than it does a green, but it is really dark, so we'll keep it at that. I'm gonna go in with my Jackie and Lauren blending brush that looks like this. And I'm just gonna kind of start blending this outward and upward. Just kind of get like a nice fade. Like at least the colors are pigmented, I can't be that upset. There are some colors in this palette that I was really excited to use that did not do the job the first time around. And it was very difficult. I was like having to dig in the pan just to get any color out. So that was kind of frustrating, but this is going a lot better. I don't think I have any other greens. I feel weird just doing like all green. Like I feel like this is a very quick eye look, but I'm actually gonna go back in and try and deepen it up. And I'm gonna use a smaller brush actually. So I'm gonna use my Morphe M506, which is a little brush like this. Go right back in over the top of my crease because I want it to be a little bit darker, a little less faded. I think I've decided I'm gonna do a cut crease on this look. So I do want to make sure like this edge is very prominent when I cut it. I think this is one of my favorite brushes for getting into the crease of your eyelids. It is literally perfect in every way. I'm gonna go back with my Alamar brush and I'm just gonna kind of lightly go over the outside, just kind of buff that. When you're blending, be careful. Use a very, like, I can't stress this enough, use a light hand when blending. Like if you're like smashing it up against your shadow and scraping back and forth, it doesn't help. So like I normally have my hand at the very end of the brush, and then I kind of just go over the top and go back and forth, but almost in like I'm doing one of these motions. I'm so dumb. Never just like swiping it like this. I don't ever do that. I'm gonna do my cut crease. I go in with a white concealer, which the concealer that I'm using here is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and this is in the color Porcelain. This brand was one of my favorites for like the longest time, to be fair. It really was. So then I'll always put a little bit on the back of my hand, which I've already done here, but that's kind of like where I'll dip and then go in. Now the perfect brush that I have found for doing a cut crease by far is this brush by Alamar. And I have no idea what the name of it is. Like this company doesn't put numbers or names on their brushes, but it is the, here, I'll get it to focus. It is the thinnest and the smallest little brush, and it works amazing. So I'm just gonna dip it on the back of my hand. And I'm gonna kind of look down here. And just sweep it across. A little bit more. Fix this part here. Now we're going to do it on the opposite side here. Like a tip for whenever I do my cut crease, whenever I'm carving out the top, I'm actually pressing pretty hard, like not too hard, but just to kind of get the brush in that area. I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to stuff like this, so doing a cut crease is like very time consuming for me, so I definitely don't do it that often. If you mess up on your cut crease, you can go back over it. So like I kind of got a little bit higher up than I want to there, so I'm going to dip back into that dark green color with my Morphe brush, and I'm just going to kind of go over that area. And I also like to do this step even if I don't mess up, because it helps make that, like the cut crease, very clean. While this is kind of setting into place, I'm going to go ahead and hit the outer corner because I want to blend this in a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put this green in here, put that together with the white. Mind? So I'm going to go in with this green here that's next to the matte green that we just used. Now it's going to be the color on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pat this color all over the eyelid. Which actually, yeah, pigment did come out on this. I feel like this pink top really clashes with this green. I do want to do something in the inner corner, but I've decided that I don't want to do gold. And this might be the wrong thing that I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyway. So on the inner corners, I am actually going to use this color, which is by NYX. I am obsessed with it. This is the color Mermaid. It's a color like that. So pretty. So like whenever you put it on, like I'll just swatch it on the back of my hand here. So pretty. So I think I'm going to do that on the inner corner. I'm going to go back in with my Morphe brush, the M506, and I'm going to kind of get a good amount on there. Look how great that was. Whenever I hit it, barely anything came off. Like this is a super pigmented color. I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the inner corner. So now we are going to go Back into the Jaclyn Hill palette, I am going to take that dark green that we were using on the upper and put that below. Make this very smoky. I'm going to tight line my eyes, which I do use the Hard Candy Stroke of Gorgeous pencil, which is this. I'm going to go ahead and do that in my mirror over here. Do a little bit of mascara. I don't know where my favorite mascara is at. We're gonna go in with the Lancome Monsieur Big. That is what I'm gonna do for my lashes. This over here. Also, I'm not sick. I have really bad allergies. For those that are gonna try and read me. Now we're going to go ahead and stick on some lashes, which the ones that I'm going to use are these. I'll put my lashes on off of camera because I cannot, it takes too long. So if y'all want to see a lash video, I've already said this in my last one, I can teach y'all how to put on lashes. I've done it for a really long time. So if that's something that you're interested in, I am more than happy to do. But I am going to put these lashes on off of camera and then I will be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and put my lashes on and I did my eyebrows off of camera. I changed my shirt because I feel like that pink was hella clashing with this green, so I'm moving on. I'm going to finish the rest of this look with my foundation, everything. Alright, so that is the final look. I hope y'all enjoyed watching this and maybe learned a little bit of something. I also normally don't wear greens, but I'm really feeling this green right now. That being said, I really hope y'all enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please make sure to hit like and also the subscribe button. Any type of requests that y'all have, please let me know. I love doing requests based off of things that people ask. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look and I will see you next time.